Welcome to this EduSat program. Today we will discuss the third part of our teaching at the high school. In the last two classes, we have completed two parts at the high school, that is your class 10, that is your prose part, chapter 4. And the last part today we will discuss about at the high school. And the first part and the second part, what we have discussed about the character of Mahatma Gandhi, how he got prizes and how he was reluctant to participate in sports or in the gymnastic classes, and how he has been fined, and after that how it has been remitted, that we have discussed all about this. Today we will discuss the rest part of this. So, my dear students, you see, before going to the teaching, minimum we have to know that the book is very famous, that is your My Experiment with Truth. What? The life story of Mahatma Gandhi, and it is also written by our father of the nation, Mahatma Gandhi. The school, you see, the school is there, also Rajkot High School, that is there, and next one after another we will discuss. You see, again, though we have learnt about Mahatma Gandhi, still for your recapitulation of the memory, we have to know who is Mahatma Gandhi, or popularly known as the father of the nation. It is very clear to you, on 2nd October 1869, he was born in Porbandar and died not, it is there, assassinated, that is the 30th January 1948. He is treated as the greatest leader not in India but also in the world. He has written many books. Out of this, My Experiment with Truth is the most popular book, and it is popular not among the students irrespective of all ages. This is a brief story of our father of the nation. Next slide will go. Here what we have to do, discuss the paragraph 6 and also paragraph 7. Here, just before going to the paragraph 6 and paragraph 7, here I want to say about the teacher. The teacher is the model of the students. So, here you see, just paragraph 6 I want to read, then we will discuss. Sanskrit, however, proved a harder task. In geometry, there was nothing to memorize, whereas in Sanskrit, I thought everything had to be learned by heart. This subject was commenced from the 4th standard. As soon as I entered the 6th, I became disheartened. The teacher was a hard taskmaster, anxious as I thought to force the boys. There was a sort of rivalry going on between the Sanskrit and the Persian teacher. The Persian teacher was lenient. We will discuss all about this, then we will go to the next part. What is Sanskrit, however, proved a harder task. To whom? Gandhiji. Gandhiji was thinking Sanskrit is little bit hard than the other subjects. First line is clear to you, very good. In geometry, there was nothing to memorize. Geometry was very easy, whereas in Sanskrit, I thought here means Mahatma Gandhi was thinking, he is telling, I thought everything had to be learnt by heart. That means everything you have to learn by heart, means you have to memorize all the things in Sanskrit, not in geometry. Geometry was very easy, but in Sanskrit everything has to memorize. So, he was feeling Sanskrit was little bit harder than geometry. On the contrary, what that you see, this subject was also commenced from the 4th standard. This subject means here we can say Sanskrit. You see, you think about the history of India, the golden history. Sanskrit was started in 4th standard, in the 4th class we can say. As soon as I entered 6, you see 4th, 5th, 6th, when Gandhiji entered in the class 6 or in the standard 6, I became disheartened. That means for 2 classes, that is class 4 and 5, he had not learned anything in Sanskrit. When he entered the higher class, that is class 6, he became disheartened. He lose interest. The teacher was a hard taskmaster, anxious. The teacher means the Sanskrit teacher. He was giving too much hard work to the students. So, according to the Gandhi was thinking that his Sanskrit teacher was a hard taskmaster, and also forces boys to take Sanskrit. There was a sort of rivalry going on between the Sanskrit and the Persian teacher. Okay. There is a sort of contradiction was going on at the time when Sanskrit, when that father of the nation, or we can say Gandhiji, was in class 6. The Persian teacher was very lenient, very simple. Okay, Gandhiji wants to say, but it was not clear. Then we will go to the next part. The Persian teacher was very simple, lenient, very simple, very sober. Then again we have to read. The boys used to talk among themselves that Persian was very easy and that Persian teacher was very good and considerate to the students. The easiness tempted me, and one day I sat in the Persian class. The Sanskrit teacher was grieved. He called me to his side and said, "How can you forget that you are the son of a Vaishnava father? Would not you learn the language of your own religion? If you have any difficulty, why not come to me? We will discuss all about this." Means we have to discuss the meaning. Though it is clear, still for your better clarification I want to discuss. The boys used to talk among themselves. Okay, the boys of his standard, he was in 6th standard, talk. What they were talking? That Persian was very easy in comparison to Sanskrit. Students were telling. Again also the students or the friend of Gandhi's were telling, Persian teacher was very good and considerate to the students. The students of Gandhi on the class 6 or the friends of Gandhi were telling that Persian language is very easy and the Persian teacher also very good, and also he is very considerate to the students. With this, the easiness, when the friends of Gandhiji they are telling all about the Persian teacher, that easiness tempted me. Me means tempted Gandhiji. Gandhiji was taken Sanskrit from the class 4, but that easiness tempted him. He sat in the Persian class. It was very unfortunate. You see, when the friends of Gandhiji told about the easiness of a Persian and also Persian teacher was very considerate, Gandhiji one day sat in the Persian classes. But initially he was taken Sanskrit. It was optional subject. The Sanskrit teacher was very grieved, felt very sorry. Whenever the Sanskrit teacher came to know that Gandhiji one day was sitting in the Persian class, the news came to the Sanskrit teacher. So, he felt very sorry. He called me to his side and said, he called means the Sanskrit teacher called Gandhiji and said, what did he say? How can you forget that you are the son of a Vaishnava father? At that time, Sanskrit was the teacher at the royal language. He told with compassion that you are, that means Gandhiji belongs to a Vaishnava family. So, you should know about the Sanskrit, but it is very sorry, it is very regret that you have seated in the Sanskrit class instead Persian class instead of Sanskrit. Would not you learn the language of your own religion? That means Sanskrit was the religious language, we can say, of Vaishnavas at that time. If you have any difficulty, why not come to me? If you do have any doubt, you come and he can teach you to the best of his ability. Okay? I want to teach you Sanskrit to the best of my ability. As you proceed further, you will find in it things of observing interest. You should not lose heart. Come and sit again in the Sanskrit class. It is the version of Sanskrit teacher. What? I want to teach you Sanskrit. He told the Sanskrit teacher. Who was the Sanskrit teacher of Gandhiji? Krishna Sankara Pandey. He told that he want to teach him Sanskrit to the best of his ability, to the best of his knowledge, we can say. As you proceed further, if you learn Sanskrit one after another, initially it may be little bit difficult for Gandhiji or for you, but when you will proceed one after another, you will find it things of observing interest. Actually, Sanskrit is very interesting, and after some time, he told, after some time you will get many new things and you will create new interest in Sanskrit. Then you realize Sanskrit is the best one instead of the Persian. The Sanskrit teacher mobilized Gandhis. You should not lose heart. That means you should not be disheartened. You should not lose heart. Come and sit again in the Sanskrit class. Okay? So, he told to Gandhiji to come and sit in the Sanskrit class and not to be disheartened. After some time or after some days, you will able to find all the beautiful things in there and you will got interest. As you are the son of a Vaishnava family, you should take Sanskrit instead of the Persian language. But at that time, why Gandhiji was not interested there? Because the students of his class, or we can say the friend of his class, persuade Gandhiji to take as Persian or the Persian as easy language instead of Sanskrit. But when he sat one day in the Persian class, his Sanskrit teacher came to know all about the Gandhiji's attitude. So, he called Gandhi and persuaded him and to come and sit in the Sanskrit class again, and after some time then you will get interest, and one after another everything will be all right and Sanskrit will be very beautiful for your latter stage. Yes, Mahatma Gandhi again went to the Sanskrit class and sat there. Then what happened we will see in the next paragraph, in the paragraph 7. You see, this kindness put me to shame. I could not disregard my teacher's affection. Today I cannot but thank with gratitude of Krishna Sankara Pandey, For if I had not acquired the little Sanskrit that I learnt then, I should have found it difficult to take any interest in our sacred books. In fact, I deeply regret that I was not able to acquire a more thorough knowledge of language. We will discuss the meaning. This kindness put me to shame. When Krishna Shankara Pandey told Gandhi to come, and it was a shame, so he came to Sanskrit class and sat. I could not disregard my teacher's affection. He was very much affection to the teacher. Teacher loved him very dearly. So, he could not disregard the affection of teacher, and he sat there. There means in the Sanskrit class. And he also gives the gratitude to whom? Krishna Shankara Pandey. Who is Krishna Shankara Pandey? The Sanskrit teacher. For if I had not acquired the little knowledge that I learnt then, Gandhiji was telling, what Gandhiji telling? If he had not acquired such knowledge in Sanskrit, I should have found it difficult to take interest in our sacred books. If on that very day, if he had learned that Persian language and not the Sanskrit, what would happen? He could not get interest or observing the knowledge of our sacred books, the Gita, the Puranas, the Mahabharata, and all the sacred books, as you know, all are in the language of Sanskrit. So, Gandhiji was very much grateful to his Sanskrit teacher. In fact, I deeply regret that I was not able to acquire a more thorough knowledge of the language. Though he learned Sanskrit, but he was a voracious reader, and he also felt regret that he has not acquired whole knowledge in Sanskrit. You see what is knowledge. Gandhiji was telling, though he learnt Sanskrit and able to read all the sacred books in Sanskrit, still he had not acquired the thorough knowledge in Sanskrit language. Okay? His teacher's affection and kind words ashamed Gandhi. He took interest in Sanskrit in the latter stage of his life. It made easy for him to read and understand our sacred books, and was grateful to his Sanskrit teacher Krishna Shankara Pandey. He is telling again, and what he is telling? Teacher's affection. With the affection of the teacher, he took interest in Sanskrit, and in the latter stage when he became older, he came to read all the sacred books of our country. Still he is very much grateful, and also we can say thankful to his teacher Krishna Shankara Pandya. Okay? It is clear to you. What about the teacher? Here in this paragraph, what you came to know? The teacher of Sanskrit and also Persian. Then we will go to our question answer part. First question is, why did Gandhi consider Sanskrit harder than geometry? We have already discussed in the paragraph 6 also. Gandhiji considered Sanskrit harder than geometry because there was nothing to be memorized, nothing to be memorized in geometry, whereas everything had to be memorized in Sanskrit. Two words is very important. Everything should be memorized in Sanskrit, but nothing to be memorized in geometry. Easily you can attempt that question. Why did Gandhi consider Sanskrit harder than geometry? Okay? And we will go to the second question. What tempted him to sit in the Persian class? Why did Gandhi sit in the Persian class? The boys used to talk among themselves that Persian was very easy and the Persian teacher was very good and considerate. The easiness tempted him to sit in the Persian class. We have already discussed in the para 6 also. The boys or the friends of Gandhi was telling among themselves that Persian is very easy. Persian language is very easy. At that time, Persian was also a optional subject. And the Persian teacher who was teaching Persian, he is also very good and popular also. And that two things, that easiness, one is that the Persian is very easy and the teacher is very good and considerate. For this reason, that is, we can say the easiness of this thing tempted Gandhi, persuaded Gandhi to sit in the Persian class. I think this question is clear to you. Then the third question is, what is our third question? You see, why did he think it necessary for Gandhi to study Sanskrit? Important one on the examination point of view, this question also. Why did he think? He think means why did Gandhi think it is necessary for him to study Sanskrit? Gandhi was the son of a Vaishnava family or Vaishnava father, we can say. Caste, Vaishnava caste, he belongs to Vaishnava caste. He should learn the language of his own religion. As you know, Brahmin know the Sanskrit like this. The Vaishnava also at the time Gujarati, in Gujarat, they are bound to know Sanskrit. So, Gandhi was the son of a Vaishnava father. So, he should or he have to learn the language of his own religion. So, he thought it is necessary for him or Gandhi to study Sanskrit. Okay? This is the short question that will go to the question number 4. How did the study of Sanskrit help Gandhi later? In the latter stage, we can say. The study of Sanskrit helped him later to take interest in his sacred books. When Gandhiji came to know about Sanskrit, then he read the books of our religious. Then some object type question is there. Who was a hard task master according to Gandhi? Gandhiji's Sanskrit teacher according to Gandhi. The second question is, who was the son of a Vaishnava father? Very easy one, very easy questions that has been. Gandhiji we can say, or Gandhi was the son of a Vaishnava father. Number third, what tempted Gandhi to sit in the Persian class? The third question you see, the very word, the easiness of the subject and also easiness, we can say the good, Persian teacher was good and the easiness of the subject. Persian was actually easy. So, the easiness tempted Gandhi to sit in the class, or we can say the easiness of the subject. You see, how did Gandhiji's Sanskrit teacher feel when he sat in the Persian class? The Sanskrit teacher felt very grieved. That we discuss all about the paragraph 6 and 7 with some questions and with some answers. The questions are the object type question and also some very short questions we discuss. With this, we have divided this chapter in 3 parts, 3 SGP. Today, we completed all these parts and I think you will enjoy this, and with this we want to conclude this chapter, and thank you, wish you all the best.